What is going on, Dolphins fan, Dolphins Nation, Dolphins Twitter, whoever is listening? You're on YouTube, you're on Twitter, you're on all social medias. We are back. Hey, 2-game win streak. We'll get into that. We have an awesome guest tonight, Richmond Webb, 1990 to 2000, protecting Dan Marino's blind side on the Hall of Fame push right now. And we're going to get into that. We're going to talk to him about what it means for Miami to be 2-0. How do we get the playoffs? All things life, all things football. You know how we do at the dive bar. Eric, run the tape.
Putting the helmet on is always tough.
Opportunity is right now.
Terrific defensive play. Intercepted. From the Valoa. Off the back. Two on the move. Going deep. Speedways. He's got Hill. He's got Hill. The Dolphins have recaptured the lead.
I got to point out right off rip. Richmond, there might not be anybody who's loved as much as you in these Twitter streets. I mean, dude, immediate love. All day love. The people rock with Richmond Webb for sure.
They absolutely do. They absolutely do. Richmond, welcome to the dive bar. Long time coming on the dive bar. We're glad to have you. It's an honor. Welcome, man.
Man, the pleasure's all mine. Anytime I can chop it up with Dolphin family or people want to talk Dolphin footballs is always a pleasure for me. I know it's been a minute, but thanks for having me on your show and all that. And I'm happy to be here. So yeah, we can just jump right into it.
Before we get into it, Ghost, I actually do have a question. As a future Hall of Famer, sorry, I had to because it's just on my mind. You guys know how I am. I'm crazy.
Come on out with it. Come on out.
How is it for you now as a fan, like versus being a player? Like, do you still have a player's mentality when you're watching right now, or did your brain completely go fan mode?
I think it's a mix, but I think both of them are very similar. I think if you're a competitive person, whether you're a fan or you're a player or whatever, I always want to see the Dolphins do well because I'm a former player. But then I understand the fan side of it because I remember when I played, by the time we get to the end of the season, you want to rest. But now, since I'm a fan, when football season is over, I'm ready for it to start back up again because, you just miss football. If you're competitive and you get pissed off and all that, you got to learn to control your emotions, but every now and then it'll hit to where it'll take you a while to come out of a bad mood or put you in a really, really good mood. So I have the mood swings kind of like everybody else. So when I played, I had that, and when I'm a fan. So it's similar, but I do enjoy interacting with the fans and stuff because I met a lot of cool people, and then when you get to kind of know them, and some of them I hadn't met personally, but just tweeting back and forth on Twitter and stuff, you kind of, even though you don't know them, you do kind of know them, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of where we all met off Dolphins Twitter, and it's from years ago, and those relationships, they last, and we built something out of that, and it is fun interacting, and you are well loved amongst Dolphins Twitter. You get right in there. That we call them the Twitter streets, and you're right there with us.
Oh, yeah, it can get rough in them streets, but for the most part, it's pretty good. But yeah, I appreciate the love because even when I come down, even hanging out sometime at the tailgates, or this year I actually went to Charlotte, and it was a fundraising event, met a bunch of people, and then even met more people at the tailgate. So it was just cool, awesome, and just meet a lot of really great, just down to earth like you. So long as it's like that, I'm good. So yeah, I had a good time.
And speaking of mood swings, just like Dolphins Twitter fan base and Dolphins fan base, you said it as a player, we could jump right into it. First win streak of the season. We're used to win streaks. I would say since 2022. I'm actually, go back to Flores. We started the season 1-6 and then 1-8 in a row.
Yeah,
we're used to win streaks, and this is our first win streak. And, there were some games that we let go, some winnable games that, we kind of let slip through our fingers, but we're 2-0. I kind of, we like getting the fan in the player's perspective on here.
Mhm.
Is there a turning point in the locker room? Because we've seen the team do it twice now, where they just go on a streak after having a streak of just loss after loss after loss. Is there something that can happen in a locker room that really fires this team up, especially coming into the bye, coming into this the Saints game? Is there something that could happen in this locker room that we can make that playoff push?
It's always something. I think what's important for the Dolphins is, like you said, I thought after we played, was it Atlanta? We won Atlanta on the road convincingly, and I said, okay, this looked like the team everybody's been expecting. And then, like I said, I was at the Charlotte game. That was a heartbreaker. We were up. Yeah. We lost that game at the end, and then also the Chargers game was very similar. We were up last minute. We lose in the last second. So a lot of time you get the breaks, and a lot of time you don't, and you got to be able to, it's a tough pill to swallow. But if you know you're doing the right things, you just got to trust what you're doing is eventually going to work and get going. And I think that's what, these guys, they bought into. And then, to get, like you said, 2 in a row. And then after losing, one of our leaders, I'm sure that affected some of the guys. Tyreek Hill, that was a pretty serious injury. But now we're possibly getting Austin Jackson back from what I hear. We got a bye week. Waller, the tight end, might come back. So it gives Tua a few more weapons, but that's made a huge difference. But I think the other thing is I think the offense has a little bit more balance. We've been running the ball more where Tua don't have to throw it 40-plus times a game. And I think that fits his game or whatever. And anytime you can get the running game going, it's definitely been a benefit to us and our offense and our defense. So, and the defense has started to play well. So I think it's coming together. I think this is what everybody expected to see when the season started. It's been frustrating because now you see it, and now you're like, okay, we dug ourselves in a hole. Can we dig ourselves out? But I just say keep taking it one game at a time and keep with that same intensity, that effort, and we'll just see where it happens. But when you start trying to say, if we win out, as a player, you got to focus one game at a time, because if not, you can let one slip by. And I think it shocked everybody the way we played against Buffalo. We physically just beat them up. We gave it to them, and that was probably one of Josh Allen's worst games. I mean, every time he tried to escape the pocket, we tackled him, all that. I picked a really good game to go to, and it was at home. So yeah, we were all happy, and all the players, all the former players, we were definitely happy after that game to just beat Buffalo.
Yeah, that one felt good, especially after the ass whoopings we've taken over the last few years. You talked about it a little bit, the new play style, the physicality, leaning on the run game. I want to ask you, as an offensive lineman, y'all kind of like that, right? Y'all like to get in there and move the ball a little bit in the run game. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's definitely effective. If you can get the running game going, you control the line of scrimmage, you control the time of possession. When you do those long, sustainable drives, 10, 12, play drives, eventually that wears on the defense. Typically a defense, I say about 65 plays is max you really want to get your defense. But if you got them leaning on them, and then you're hitting them with passes and you sustaining long drives and keeping that time of possession, once they get tired, and it's not hard when you come to South Florida to play, that humidity and stuff jump on you that second half of the game, and it really turns into some bigger running plays and bigger opportunities. So we love playing smash mouth football. Yeah, that's a lineman's dream right there.
Yeah, and it helps when you have a guy like Patrick Paul on the left side, built like a mountain. The chat's going crazy about it. What are your thoughts on Patrick Paul? I think a lot of skepticism when he got drafted. A lot of people didn't like that pick. Real raw, talent. But man, he might be the safest guy on the team now. This guy is just week in and week out. You don't even talk about him. But would love to hear your opinion on Patrick Paul.
Truly consistent. I actually announced that pick at the draft.
That's right.
So,
that's why he's good. There it is. Shooter stud, baby.
And my boy said like this.
Yeah.
You gotta hit the horn, Bobby. Hit the horn on that
one. So you see the highlights, and this and that, and I'm looking at him, and I think he said he was 6. He looks like he's 6'7", 6'8". I looked at his wingspan, nice, lean, And I said, man, this kid can move, good feet. He's got all the tools, athletic ability. And then I think the other bonus is when he got here, he got to study up under a perennial All-Pro, Teron Armstead. So you get to learn the correct way immediately right out the back. And even his rookie year, when Teron was hurt a couple times, he got a taste of it. And you could tell he had a mean, aggressive streak. And I was like, I think we're in pretty good hands. And then, you never want to see a player like Teron Armstead retire, but you can only play for so long. And so Patrick Paul stepped right in, and he picked off where Teron left off. And that's why I said if we get Austin Jackson back, we probably have two of the best young tackles in the game right now. But you're right. He's consistently played at a high level from game one all the way throughout, and he's definitely a dependable Iron Man type, workhorse type guy. So, yeah. He is definitely valuable to this team.
I think we got two petitions to start now. Richmond Webb to the Hall of Fame and Richmond Webb to announce more picks.
Yeah, you got to announce all the picks now, Richmond.
Yeah, I would say just all the picks moving forward until further notice.
If they ask me, I'm telling you, the thing I'm really amazed at, I announced that was the second one I did. When it was in Nashville. I just had a brain freeze, but
yeah, we need to know who you picked so we can see if you're 2 for 2 or not.
Yeah, we're gonna start a track.
You might be.
I'm 1 out of 1. Y'all probably say, but he was guard center out of Wisconsin.
Dieter.
Yeah, Michael. And
he's still playing for the Texans, I believe.
He's had a great career so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so he kind of turned it around, but he settled down. So that was my first, and then Patrick Paul, both linemen for some reason. And that was one. But I always kind of, when I go to the draft now, it's totally different than when I came out in 90. I mean, it's almost like going to the Oscars or something.
Yeah.
The production of the way they get fans to interact and stuff like that is truly amazing. And I think when I did Patrick Paul, they had a lot of young girls and boys that played like flag football, and they walked out with us. And this now, I was like, man, the NFL really knows how to keep the fans engaged in their game and stuff like that. So great experience. And I think anybody that's ever went to like a draft party, whether it's in Miami or anywhere, you're gonna have a good time.
You know who he didn't pick? Jonas Avenea.
But
now listen, I see growth in him. I kind of wanted your take on him because they put him in the fire very early. He didn't have a choice. He had to learn on the fly. Like, people have to understand that. I completely understand that. And I have seen growth. I just kind of wanted your perspective on it.
And the thing you got to look at sometimes, some guys pick it up a little bit quicker than others, but I think he's a really good player. I think the other thing you got to take into consideration, I think when he was in college, he played on the right side, but he's been on the left long enough. So that possibly could have been an adjustment. But I think we're going to be fine with Jonah. If he's in between Aaron and Patrick Paul, that's a really solid piece once all that comes together. And then, you fill in the other side. We just get us a right guard.
James Daniels coming back from injury. I mean, that's a stout starting five right there, guys.
Yeah, it's stout. And like you said, we lost him with the first game. So it's like
4 plays.
Yeah, it was like, man, what's going on here? So if you don't have those injuries, that can make a huge impact on how the offense does, the production you get out of the running game and all that. So, yeah, I think we'll be real solid, and then just add some depth, get you a good backup tackle, good guard center that can come in the event that, somebody gets a little nicked up, because injury is going to happen. But when you start getting a solid 5 and then you got some depth behind them, that's when you really start to see things take off.
Richmond, I got to ask you, what is the deal with, and it's, maybe maybe you don't. Why is he playing on the left side? He has so much. He has great film in college, and it's kind of like we've heard it from players on here before. It's like I forget. I think it was Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's like, hey, you try going to the bathroom instead of wiping with your right hand, wipe with your left. It's a little different, isn't it? So it's like, from your perspective, why would this coaching staff do that? Especially what they're seeing What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know if it was, like you said, James Daniels. I don't know if he was, a right guard when he was up at Pitt, and maybe they said, okay, we think the rookie can make an adjustment. But being a second round pick, you would think that you want to put him in a position to have him to have the highest opportunity to succeed. So
yeah.
I'm not sure what the thought process was, behind that or whatever. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. You put him where now, if you already had an all pro, right side, and that's the only thing open, well, you're the rookie. You got to adjust. But yeah, I think a lot of people pondered that same question: why switching to the left when his natural side was the right? That question that put some questions, in people.
And I mean, James Daniel, like we said, that's fine. That's his position. Pro Bowl guy, but he got hurt 4 games in the year. It's just like, all right, we have the next guy up, and then the next guy up, the backup of either of them is going to go in the left spot. It's weird because he had some fantastic tape in college. He played tackle, he played guard, but it's got to be different. It's got to be, everything's kind of in reverse.
Yeah, and I think that's when it makes you question. If Daniels never get hurt, the question probably never comes up. But like,
sure.
4 plays, and then now this guy's hurt, and then everybody says, well, we probably should put Jonah at his natural position. But it's just, sometimes it's a luck of the draw. And but for whatever reason, they put him on the left side, and I think now he's starting to get comfortable rhythm. So hopefully he's going to be good there.
He's definitely shown improvement. Last 2 games, absolute improvement over the first half of the season.
With me.
We good?
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I can hear y'all.
It looks good to me.
Yeah, you look good to us.
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, you look like a future Hall of Famer to me.
There we go.
Speaking of that,
low hanging fruit. I had to.
Speaking of that, let's talk about that a little bit. You were 9th pick in 1990, 13 seasons in the NFL, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro, named to the 1990s All-Decade Team, first Ring of Honor, 118 consecutive starts. Man, that sounds good at tackle right about now.
Oh, yeah.
Man, just talk about what this experience has been like. I think like last year, you were very you were on the timeline a lot. You were talking a lot during the process. As you moved into the, semifinalist, you talked to everybody about it. You were very open about it. What is that kind of like as a player? Like, how stressful is that? Do you not stress about it? Do you just kind of just chill? Like, what's that process been like for you?
The last couple of years been good. I never really stressed about it. But I have seen players that have stress and seem like it just eat them up. And when something like that is out of your control, it can just wear on you. And I saw that. Not that I know the guys personally, but I could tell by the way they interviewed, and they would be upset when they wouldn't make the final cuts and this and that. But, I always went and celebrated. I went when Dan went in. I went when JT went in. And I also went with Zach Thomas. And I think I had probably more interaction with the fans when Zach went in, and they had told me before, hey, we're gonna start a campaign and push, and the fans got together, and I met a lot of the fan club people over the fan clubs and stuff, and they all kind of collaborated together. And man, just from tweeting and keeping things on social media, I think that definitely played a part in me making the semifinal. So I did it last year, and it was true. It's a feeling to even make it to just the final 25. So after that was over, they told me again, don't worry. No, we started back up again this year. So everybody's been great. And what the sad part about it is, they treat me like I'm maybe 5'2", maybe 140 pounds. They just push me around. And he said, no, you're not doing it. And I'm going to tell you what's the worst. The women are more aggressive than the men. So they're like, no, we got this. You go. And I was like, all right, I call them my sisters and I stay out their way. But I know it's love and this and that. And they truly take care of me. But when people go out of their way to try to help you achieve something that they think is truly deserving, I think that's what means a lot. And I think that's why I love this fan base, because when they can come together like that, even when I went to Charlotte, I mean, the Dolphin fans really travel well. And I met people from all over there. And then when I think it was the San Diego game, I came down, and that was Dolphin fan club weekend. I met people from overseas, London, I mean, they travel. So you meet people like that, and you see how passionate they are about the Dolphins and the team, and, get the opportunity to meet a former player. It's all love, brother. So I appreciate that.
Well, let me ask you a question. What kind of weight does it hold for the fans to be doing what they're doing for you on social media as far as the voting goes?
I don't know about the weight, but I just look at it and say it's a lot of people that's doing something that they could be taking time to do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So
yeah,
it's they really don't have to do it, but when they make a concerted, no, we're gonna come together and do this. I think that's why it means a lot to me, because they're like, no, you're deserving of this. You ain't got to say it. We're going to say it. And they say it in a way that's positive, and they hadn't been trying to belittle, nobody that's on the voting process or whatever. They just say, no, you're deserving, and they focus, and it's been real positive. I think that's what I love about it.
Real quick, we got a question in the chat. Question for Rich. If Bruce Smith had a Twitter account, would you have him blocked just to make sure you kept that locked down?
That's a sick question.
Oh man, man, we really had some battles, and people talk about that, but that's the toughest guy I had to play, and I have tremendous respect for him, and I think the feeling is mutual. So we've seen each other, at times, sometime during the off season at different places, and he played for Buffalo, and I played for Miami, and long as we ain't got to put no helmets on, it's been a pretty good relationship. But when we got them helmets on, it's all hell till that last whistle blows. So, but definitely the toughest guy I had to play against. But I think by playing against him, it brought the best out of me, because I always look forward to playing against him. You want to see how you match up against the best, and that was the toughest guy I had to play against.
Yeah, probably helped him too.
Yeah, you always want to compete with the best, and it's got to be a good feeling when you're going out there and that you're getting the best,
That's it. Yeah.
I do want to ask you, you come into the league, you get put in as the blind side of Dan Marino, who's already an absolute legend. Yeah. What kind of pressure is on your shoulder? You're a rookie. I mean, you don't know what's what yet. This might work, it might not work. You're left tackle for Dan Marino. He's out there. I mean, we've heard the stories. He's talking his shit. He's cocky. Like if you miss an assignment, he's gonna let you know about it. What's that like?
It was definitely pressure. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna tell you the best thing about that for me was it was definitely pressure. I already knew who he was. He was already a legend before I got here. The good thing was I wasn't by myself. I was with Keith Sims, and so we were both on the left side. But the good thing was it wasn't social media or podcast, because everybody would have thought Coach Shula lost his mind by putting two rookies. I mean, we was getting it from, media and stuff like that, but it actually worked out. And Coach Shula knew what he was doing. And I think what really helped us back then was, he came from an option style at our state. I played at Texas A&M. We had option style. We ran the ball more. We didn't throw the ball a lot. So we had to, work on 2-point stance and all that. And I think we just had one of the best coaches, John Sandusky. He really worked with us. But the thing I think we benefited from, which I can say now, all those two-a-days, and then the starters that they were holding out for a contract. So we got all the reps. We got all the reps in preseason. And, when you're starting, you young, you're a rookie. I remember, I think we was playing the first game. And so like Dan and the other guys start coming out. And so we said, well, we started. We should come out. So I think we came out one series. Coach said, don't get comfortable because y'all going back in there. And we was like, man, why we not getting treated like everybody else? But they knew they had to get us ready and prepared for the season opener. And at the time you young, you just kind of just happy. You're in the NFL, you figuring everything out. But you can look back and say, okay, they was really getting us prepared for being ready to play opening day and all that. And so that's why Shula was one of the greatest coaches, to play for a guy like that, legend, Hall of Famer. And he was that before I got there. So, yeah.
What made him a great coach? I'm sure you've had plenty of coaches throughout your lifetime playing football. What made him great?
You know what? I think with him, it was more about just coaching football. I think it was about preparing you for life during and after football. And I think that's why he was successful. I think that's why he was able to transition from, once he retired from coaching with the steakhouses and the sports bars and stuff, he still kind of implemented the same things. And one of the things I always learned from him was you got to know your assignment, pay attention to the details, the small little details. A lot of times that's what makes a difference. Penalties, knowing your assignments, this and that, and don't do little things to beat yourself or setback. And then the other thing was he taught to give back to people that were less fortunate than others. So back then, he always encouraged us to United Way. We would hand out turkeys, hospital visits. It gave you a different appreciation for where you are, because when you see people less fortunate, whether they're in the hospital or you can see when you go to the food bank and you're giving people and you can see that they really appreciative of what they're getting and this and that. And then for you to take time out your day to give it to them, it changes you, it shapes you, it molds you. And a lot of the stuff I still implement today. So I think that's why he was so successful.
Yeah, that's incredible, man.
I mean, just to kind of piggyback off that, is Mike McDaniel bringing that same kind of culture to this regime right now?
Well, I can't answer that. But what I'm saying is the times I've met him, he's been real cordial. Yeah. Matter of fact, me and Mark Duper were honorary captains for the Buffalo game and gave us his pound. And I think he respects the history behind the players that played before. So I think he's definitely a player's coach. He's not the same as Shula. Shula was a player's coach, but Shula was just. It took me a few years to kind of figure out Coach Shula. At first, I thought he was just mean and just wanted you just drill. But once you kind of figure out, now he truly cares about his players. Now he gonna get on you and he gonna stay on you to get the best out of you. But it took me a minute because I was like, okay, let me just not mess up, because I remember one game we were playing and I think we were on the road and I jumped off sides and I could hear him screaming from the sideline. And when I was coming to the sideline, I saw him and I could feel his eyes on me. So when he was coming, I was walking a long angle trying to get away from him, but he followed me down to the and then he'll let you have it, and then he'll leave, and then he'll come back, and then he'll say hey, come on, let's go. We got to get ready to go. And you'd be like, man, I thought you was mad at me or something. So you start figuring out man, he just wants to win. And I think that's why him and Dan had so much success. Dan was the same way. Dan get pissed off and, he yell at you or whatever, but it wasn't personal. It's just, he'd be like, man, I just need a little bit more time and I can kill these guys. It was, once you kind of learn that, you're like, okay, yeah, he gonna yell, but I understand it's that competitive nature in him that's saying, I know I can beat this team. Just give me a little bit more time and we all gonna be happy. So once you learn that, but it took a minute for me to figure that out with Coach Shula. I just stayed out his way, man. I was like,
That's funny to picture Big Rich just trying to avoid Coach Shula, taking a detour off the field, like, oh, here he comes.
Taking the long angle.
I took the long route home. That's it.
Yeah, I can speak to
you. Imagine Shula in a Cadillac Seville, arm out, right after beating Buffalo, going to elbow room?
No. I'll tell you that. I think him and Marv Levy had so much respect for each other. I don't now. That's definitely not Coach Shula, but I saw that and I was like, man, this dude here is wild. I mean, he dropped the windows on the Bentley and then let it known, be saying, hey, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I just put that pain on y'all that I'm here. But I was like, Coach is wilding out, man. I said, okay, well, do your thing, brother. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah,
that was definitely something I wasn't looking. I did not think that was happening. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Funny though.
Yeah, Mike definitely has those moments where he's like, well, winning, right? When we win and he does stuff like that, it's like, man, this guy's awesome, right? But when you're losing, it's all like, man, I don't want to hear a press conference. I don't want to see the way he dresses. People bring up the craziest stuff. But anyways, we got a couple more for you, Rich. We appreciate your time, man. It's been an absolute honor. Thanks for hanging out with us, hanging out with the chat. But let's just kind of talk about where from here, right? So we're on a 2-game win streak. Still got a mountain in front of us as far as getting back into this thing, but is it realistic? What's it going to take? How do we keep taking that next step and kind of stay consistent?
Yeah, I think the thing that's definitely going to attribute or help us make it a little easier to achieve that is, this was a bye week for us. We're starting to get some players back. Like I said, we get Austin Jackson back, and then I heard something about Waller, the tight end. I mean, when he was in there, he was really productive for us.
Yeah.
And, you lose that. And then, we lost Tyreek, but I think with Jalen Waller moving to the number 1 position, he's been really coming into his own. I know he was that type of player. I watched him all throughout college and all that. So him and Tua developing that same chemistry. But we get Waller back. We get him. My man Achane has been like, I said, he's pretty close to maybe the MVP of the offense. I mean,
go ahead and give your Aggie some love, baby. Let's go.
I gotta give it up. I bleed maroon now.
And it's true. Hey, it's true too. It ain't like you're blowing smoke.
Yeah. But he's him and I think Jay, they all coming together, and then you see the good thing about social media, you see the interaction after the game in the locker room. Everybody's and they're like, no, we got to keep this thing going. So I say the thing is getting players back healthy and just say, hey, we're gonna give it our all and take it one game at a time, and don't focus on the long goal. Just this week, that's who we focused on. Take care of that, and the rest will take care of itself.
Hey, you seen that video in the locker room after the Bills game? Y'all doing stuff like that back in the day?
I ain't gonna tell you that. Now I ain't gonna tell you that.
Them boys were in the clothes baskets going crazy.
Yeah. Now we didn't do that, but yeah, we will be happy. Coach Shue will address the team, this and that, and then with Jimmy Johnson, he would it went from how about them Cowboys and how about them Dolphins. That was his thing. And then even with Dave Wanstead. So I had really good coaches, but we would have fun and everything after a win. And I think that's good for chemistry, camaraderie, and all that. And it just helps with the attitude, especially when the season started out. Like, I don't even think they expected things to go the way that it did. So now you start to see it come around. It's some light at the end of the tunnel. They just got to keep taking it one step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, y'all got a couple more or what?
The chat's going crazy.
We can just keep going all day, Bobby. It's Richmond fucking Webb. Like, what are we doing?
Are they asking questions in the chat?
Yeah. I mean, they're just so the thing with our chat is a lot of the times people just don't even come to watch the show. They just come to talk in the chat and just be a part of the community. It's really funny, but yeah, I mean, dude, we've been pulling up some questions. But yeah, I think we did ask.
I actually do have a question.
What you got?
You got to be one of the kindest souls out here on the streets. I don't care what anybody says, but you played dirty. You were a dog. Did you ever talk shit on the field, or were you kind of a quiet assassin?
Only a couple times. Not much. I never started. You know what I'm saying? But
finished it.
Yeah. If you want to go a little bit, I'll do a little trash talk with you. And I remember I want to say this one, Jimmy Johnson, Coach Johnson was here, and I think we were playing in the Raiders. We might have been in Oakland then, and then this guy was going back at it, back and forth, and most of the time I don't talk trash, so it kind of cost some of my teammates. So we're going back at it, and if you know how some people say you go lower, I can go lower. So it got to where we talking about each other, mamas, and but when you from the hood, you just like, okay, not to take it personal. They just trying to get in your head. So we going back and forth, and one of my he was my teammate, but he was an Aggie, but he was younger than me, but we played together. Hunter Goodwin, he was tight end, and he was getting pissed off, and he was like, man, you want me? I said, nah, bro, we just having fun. It's that, I'm laughing in the huddle with them, but we're going. But he was getting seriously pissed off. I said, nah, bro, he don't mean no harm. We just having fun. So that's the only ways I knew it, because at the end of the day, even though you do that, you want to still be able to shake the guy's hand whether you lose or not, because NFL is, we all brothers, we just play for different teams or whatever, but we still that. So it was cool, but not a lot, because most people don't do that, but it is fun. And I've been, not necessarily me, but I remember we played the Minnesota Vikings and John Randall.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen a guy with that
purple
much
people eaters.
No. And I was like, he started messing with the guys playing guard. Wouldn't keep saying, and he said something, and the guy was like, "Hey, why would he?" I said, "Look here, man. Do not pay attention to nothing he said. He don't mean nothing." So I said, "Don't even lock in on it. Just let it go. You're gonna be fine." But he testing you. But man, guys would do all kind of tricks. They would go through the. This is the digital age now, so we just have media guides. And it might say Richmond Webb from Dallas, whether you're married, single, if you had kids. It might have what your mom's name or whatever. So, your mom's name is Dorothy. They be like, "Hey, I talked to Dorothy. She told me to take, and you'd be like, so it's just all the little tricks of the trade. If you can get in somebody's head, you can have a hell of a day. So you just gotta be able to deal with that type of stuff.
It's kind of funny you bring that up. It is a lot easier in the digital age now, as guys are looking up guys' girlfriends coming on the field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We had a question in the chat for you.
Okay.
Say you're late in the fourth quarter. You got about a minute left in the game. Other team has no timeouts. You're at the 1 yard line. Tie game. You kicking the field goal, or are you going for a touchdown?
How many we need to win? How many points we need to win?
It's tied.
It's tie game.
Oh, you kicked the field goal.
Kind of just like the situation we just saw on Sunday.
I mean, you get it. You try to milk the clock down as much as possible. But if a field goal will win it, you kick the field goal. But if you got to convert to continue to drive, you got to, that's a different thing. But if anything, you want to run it to score, to get in there, end zone, guys spike the ball, this and that. It deflates the other team, it's like, So
I think the issue Sunday was, I think if Achane doesn't go out of bounds, that's another 40 seconds off the clock. Yeah. They could run another 40. They would have had 40 seconds left on the clock, taking the kickoff, after kicking the field goal. So I think but instead he ran out of bounds. I think there was a minute and a half left on the clock. Mm-hmm. So I think that played a lot into it, of just trying to get in. And they did run it with Ollie Gordon earlier in the game from the 1. So it's
those little things that's when you study, you're student of the game. Hey, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna slide, because you've seen in other games where a guy, he won't score, he'll slide and just stop right there, because he knows it's more important to not leave time on the clock for the other team. And I think that's when you really become one of those true, really, really, really good teams, because everybody's dialed in and don't make the simple little mistakes to possibly give a team the opportunity to get back in the game. So
yeah, that's what we call good teach tape.
That's exactly what you call it. I like that.
Good. Yeah, I think there's no moral victories, of course, but I feel like McDaniel keeps trying to put these guys in position to kind of rewrite some of these narratives. They think you can't punch it in. They think you can't do short yardage. I think he's trying to give them chances to be like, look, take control of your own destiny here. And, the execution wasn't there, and everybody's going to say, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you thinking? They punch it in right there. Everybody says McDaniel's got big balls. He believes in his guys. Holy shit. It's just how it goes, right?
A coach, if it works, everybody pray. But if it doesn't work, we should have threw it, or we should have. It's like, and I was watching with somebody, and they really understand football, and I think it was kind of like one of those goal line plays. This wasn't this past week, but anyway, a lot of time it looked like it's so congested that you run up the middle, and it's like, why did he do this? So why didn't you just run to the outside? I say, no, you got to run where the play is called, because if you go out there and you don't make it, you're gonna get blowed up. But and then you got to deal with what the repercussions on the sideline. So when it's called, everybody has an assignment. You got to trust that everybody's going to do what you're supposed to do. And if everybody execute, typically it's going to work out. But every now and then the defense, those guys get paid to make plays too. And I think sometimes we forget that.
It's kind of funny. You keep saying, got to deal with the repercussions coming to the sideline. Got some PTSD from Shula screaming at you.
You see, I still got it, huh? Yeah.
You know what's crazy is like this new form of football. It seems like up until you get to about the 5-yard line, the field's wide open. These defenses from the 5-yard in, man, they play tough nowadays. I've noticed that at least.
Most of them, when they get, you got to think about it when that's OJ and
yeah.
The thing is, as you get closer, it's almost like your back is up against the wall. So the field is much shorter. You can be a lot more aggressive. You ain't like you don't have to worry about a guy like Tyreek Hill making a quick move and he's got to throw the 40 yards or whatever. He's got to make a quick move decision. You got to get the ball out. So short field kind of plays sometime in their favor towards certain plays. Yeah.
You know what's crazy too is we were like 13 for 13 in goal-to-goal situations up until Sunday. So like it's not like we haven't had success, but it's a recency bias league, right? It's what have you done for me lately? So that's the hot topic this week. But man, we have been like unstoppable in the red zone this year.
And people forget about a stat like that until you bring it up. To have that type of success is high until this week. So even if you don't make it a couple times this week, that's still that's probably still 80-85% that you're scoring. And everybody will live with that. But like I say, every now and then the defense is going to come up and make a play from time to time.
As soon as they showed that big stat on the TV screen, it was like Miami's 13 for 13 in the red zone. Like, there it is. There it is. That's like the commentator
when
was like,
jinx.
He's hit 16 for 16, 50-plus yard field goals.
I've seen it so many times. They'll say this quarterback's thrown 300 passes without an interception. Look like the next one he let go out of his hand. Man, you didn't have to bring that up. So I'm like, if I'm in the pregame media interviews, what I'm saying, man, don't say nothing about the streak or nothing. Just leave that alone.
Yep.
Especially if it's got something you want to talk about somebody else's streak, you go ahead. But no, we're gonna leave that alone because it happens, like you said, every time. Doesn't matter what it is.
This is a good
one. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, my man.
Almost like it goes halftime tweet.
Somebody had a good question. I think this is a good way to send you out here.
Okay.
When you get the gold jacket, who will be your presenter?
Ooh, man.
That's the real question right there.
Yeah, when I was younger, probably Sims if he's able to do it. I always thought possibly Coach Shula. Maybe my college coach, Jackie Sherrill, got a lot of tremendous respect for him. But Sims definitely up there. We had a lot of good years together. We still really good friends, and he's been one of the main voices advocating for me to get put in the hall. So yeah, that's definitely one where that doesn't even take thought that he would do that. And I know if I asked him, he would say yes. It's just so, yeah.
Just an idea. Hear me out.
I'm hearing you out. Come on with
What
it.
about Big Bruce?
I don't know. Big Bruce would probably be sitting up on stage.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining in my head Bruce having to put the jacket on you.
see, now you're trying to get me kicked out the fan base. Can you imagine me picking a Buffalo Bill? I mean, I know he's a bad man and all that, but to enshrine a Dolphin in, I was like, man, you gonna get me killed, man. You ain't met none of my sisters that's over these.
You have hitters out here for you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My man Lou wife Ashley, a 305 Sports Babe.
Yep.
Man, you gonna get me in trouble. See, Lou listening, so I hope she ain't I'm gonna have to go explain all this. I'm saying, now that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so for the record, yeah, Bruce is not going to induct Richmond in the Hall of Fame. I think we can at least put
was a total, yeah.
We can put 100% on that. Richmond, before we let you go,
yeah.
As fans, we want to be bought back in. We've kind of been, like I said, we've been waiting for a win streak, and 2 is a win streak. I don't care if it's 10 or 2. We're on a win streak right now, going into the bye week. I'm not going to say what's it going to take, but do you think that this team could get to that 9-10 win mark?
Yeah. I think they can, but that's why I always say you just take it one game at a time. But saying we need to win 5 or 6 in a row or whatever. You start putting pressure on yourself and you focusing on the wrong thing rather than just focus on the next game. Sure. And then you continue to start playing. And you've seen it. It's not just the Dolphins. It's several teams that's went like, say, 0-5 or 2-6. And then they get on a roll. And then once they get rolling, they be like, man, you want to go into November and December hot on a roll, this and that. And that's possible. But just focus on one game at a time. I think the rest will take care of itself.
Absolutely. When you're playing your best football.
When you're playing your best football, that's good.
Unbelievable, man. Like, we're just 3 dudes, right? So we're just
no. Y'all the guys, boy. Y'all ain't just 3 dudes. Y'all got too many people listening in, chiming in. Y'all doing something right.
Really,
we got a nice little community built here, for sure. Richmond, it's been absolute pleasure having you on. Really happy to have you on, especially mid-season. It's our first time meeting you, and I know that Bobby met you over in Charlotte at the.
Oh,
the
my dad
meetup.
had to come and bless you.
Oh, that's my man. Yeah.
That's one bad man. That's Dan.
We old schools got to stick together. So yeah,
he said that you guys after the game back in the day, there was this one sports bar everybody went to. I forgot the name of it. Hey, Pops, if you remember the sports bar that you used to see all the players at, write it in the chat. There's a sports bar or a nightclub or something that everybody used to go to after the games.
And Pops was up in the nightclub too.
Pops parties now.
Don't be telling. See, that's old school. Don't talk about all that. You see what I'm saying? Me and Pops need to have a conversation offline. We don't tell all that. Yeah.
What?
What is going on?
He did put it in the chat, and I'm not sure if he's joking.
I don't know what that. I ain't reading that one. I don't know what
he's not very good with texting. So
the riot.
Oh yeah.
Do
riot. He might be misspelling.
He might be partying right now.
He's trying to spell it.
He might be at the club right now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Originally he first put STD, then he put date, then he put do riot, DT riots, TT riots.
Oh, that's cold. Yeah, I got you, Pops. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
I knew it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Wait a minute. Who taught you that?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Oh man.
All right, Richmond. We appreciate you hanging out, man. The chat showed you love all night, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Obviously you're a busy man. You're welcome here anytime, but appreciate you, man. We'll do it again down the road.
Hey, it sounds good, guys. I appreciate it. I know it took a minute. I was rolling busy, but I appreciate your patience, and I'm glad we actually got the opportunity to get it done, and I had a blast. So y'all have a good night, and thanks for having me on the show. And yeah, we'll definitely do it again. So it sounds good.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Absolutely,
appreciate you, big dog.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Dude, it's so funny because my dad always talks about that, right? So like DT riots or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like he's like, bro, you guys don't understand. Back in the day, like the players went to the same bars as us right after the game, like because like there's no social media and this craziness, and it's just funny.
I can hear your pops doing that.
Oh hell yeah! So dude, I'd be pissing next to Zach Thomas, just be like, "What's up, bro?"
Hey, Pops! Shout out to Pops for getting that message across. He was trying, Lord knows.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Boys are back in town, though. Boys are back in town.
What's up, boys?
What's up,
it's so surreal whenever we have like a crazy guest like that on, and I'm just like backstage, like pretty much a fan. Like it's very hard for me to like do my job, but also like I want to like listen. So, yeah, Richmond, that was freaking awesome. You guys killed it per usual, but
we still got it, boys. You know. We still got the guests.
We got it.
You know what's crazy? What I was thinking is like after a win, it feels like Tuesday takes so long to get here.
Yes.
Like it feels like after a win, maybe just because we played at 9:30 and it's just like a longer time.
That is true too. Holy hell.
I don't know.
Sunday was crazy.
If that makes sense.
It was great.
But man, it's good feeling. Good feeling, man. And shoot, we'll dress the elephant in the room.
Please. The chat was going bananas.
Ghost is a black guy.
Ghost, you showed up with a black eye today, and it looks like you're at a gender reveal party. You want to elaborate?
Yeah. I gotta. It happened. training jiu-jitsu, and some of the D1 wrestlers come in, and you get a little cocky, and you try shooting on these wrestlers, and it's just like, dude, I've been doing this for 25 years, and it's just no shot. And sometimes you take a knee to the eye, and you just learn your lesson. It's just one of those things that just happens. It's pretty. I heard pretty good. I haven't had a black eye from jits in like 3 years, so it's doing pretty good. So I was due for one.
It's not even.
You're gonna have to show up to the next show with a visor.
Yeah, I was due.
Yeah,
for
you
one.
should definitely should have done the visor.
It's not pink eye, so that's good. At least I can see out of it. Doesn't hurt. It's great.
Could be worse.
Real
Could be
quick,
way worse.
Samuel, we actually did talk about this early in the show. He gave a full breakdown on Jonah, so you can go back and check that out.
Yeah, he gave a really good breakdown on Jonah and playing on the left side versus the right, all that. But
earlier in the show, boys, we got some stuff to get through here.
Yeah,
we have exactly 9 minutes.
No, we don't.
38 seconds.
Ready?
We got whatever it takes.
Ready? No, I'm just kidding. No, but like, all right. So early game Sunday finished right up to the, right up almost to the kickoff of the 1 o'clock games. Did you guys catch any of those? Anything stick out from around the league? Also, before we get into that, I just want to say you absolutely kicked that fucking field goal, and I will die on this hill. But anyways, around the league.
Hey, hold on. Plot twist. Eric is begging us in the background to ask.
Yeah. Let's talk
That's so
about
we're
it.
clear. It wasn't a chat question.
Somebody's got to ask.
I think, again, if Achane doesn't go out of bounds, you do. But there's a minute 30 left on the clock. And you've seen, I'll get to the defense, boys. I will get to, when you give me the opportunity, I'll get to the defense, fellas.
I didn't think we were going to talk about the game.
We're not
You're
talking
gonna
about
talk about
defense anymore.
defense.
Yeah, we cut that out of the script.
Yeah, it's not in the rundown.
No,
Sorry,
but
brother.
still stand by the play call. I think if they execute and score there, we're all pumping our chest on the timeline. So it's just a matter of like execution. Sure. Clearly, it looks stupid right now, but we did win. So who really cares? We avoided the inevitable international trap game. So,
bro, what a fucking messy win, but I'll take it.
Also, they cut Matt Gay.
The road to 10-7 continues, and hey, Mike McDaniel killed another narrative. Check. International early game win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not 1 p.m. game. You're right.
I sat on the couch for a good hour after that game, like
tired.
Did we win? Like,
brother, I was up at like 5 a.m. like pacing, and then I did my cool video thinking that Hayden Rucci was playing football, which he didn't. I forgot Julian Hill was back.
Yeah.
Hand up, that's on me.
He got some times.
But yes, I did. Somebody asked. I did have a nice pregame shit. I would assume all the lads had a nice shit.
Had to.
Goes shit on his pillow and slept on it, but that's okay. As I digress.
It's not pink eye. It's black eye.
Oh my god.
It's protein shakes, pops.
So yeah, did you guys watch Sunday like Red Zone the rest of the day? Like, what did you guys see from around the league? Anything stick out? What you guys?
I just went to the bar. We just went out to the bar after. I was like, dude, I have an entire free Sunday that's stress free. Let's go out. So I was just out.
I'd say first things off the top of my head that stood out Sunday was the Bills are back. That game was incredible versus the Bucks. The offense was unstoppable. Josh Allen made up for everything he did wrong against us. I mean, incredible game. The Jaguars beat the ever-living shit out of the Chargers. Benched Justin Herbert. That was a plot twist I didn't see coming.
Jags got a really good defense, man. And I know they haven't played like it some games, but they got a great defense, man.
Ghost in the defenses, bro. No, they really do, though. That pass rush is insane.
Yeah.
You know who the D coordinator is, Ghost?
Yeah, I bet you he's a former Miami Dolphin coach.
I think Hines Allen is the all-time sack leader for Jacksonville now.
Ooh.
Josh Hines Allen.
That is sneaky. They had what's his name? Mbaku? The guy that he was Jaguar forever, then he got traded like 6 different teams in 1 year. Joe,
you know where Josh Allen Hines went to school?
Ooh.
I'm trying to, I can't, but anyways, I'll think in the background. Aaron Rodgers broke his wrist or something like that. I think he's going to play in a cast or something because this is non-throwing hand.
Josh Allen Hines went to Kentucky.
I knew it was blue.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Would have been my guess. Close. You're not supposed to. He doesn't.
I was going to say Ole Miss, so I was way off.
SEC is fine.
I also thought you were talking about high school.
49ers put it on the Cardinals pretty good.
Yeah, Brock Purdy was back. Yeah, Kittle was going off again.
Kittle's back.
The Chiefs lost. They're 5-5 for the first time in.
The Broncos have their number though. That defense, talk about an incredible defense. The Broncos without Patrick Surtain Jr. right now.
The Broncos have been putting it on the Chiefs though. Like I feel like how you remember how like Miami would always beat the Patriots once a year. Like that's just Denver. It doesn't matter
but
what
we
kind
sucked. It wasn't. It's different.
I guess it's different.
It was in Mile High.
But also, Denver would beat them when Denver sucked. Denver would just win the games against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chase spit on Ramsey.
Oh, I didn't deny it.
Full blown admitted it too. I looked at my fantasy and it just says a big suspended across. I'm like, what the fuck? They already suspended him.
Huh?
Jamar Chase admitted it?
No.
He
didn't admit it. Okay.
No,
yeah,
he did not.
I was like, wait. No, he denied it.
I thought he came right out. I was like, yeah, he did it.
It's
Fuck
like, bro, do you not know that everything is in 4K nowadays? Like, why are you even trying to front? Like, just come out and say my bad, dog.
Like so clear.
Yeah, no. Once they see it in 4K,
scumbag move though. I mean, dude, I'll do a lot of things to a man when I'm pissed, but spitting on him, like that's like.
I'd rather get slapped.
Becoming a thing now.
Like that and a nut slap. Those are two things you don't do to a man.
It's happened more this year than I feel like ever.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal?
Weird, dog.
The disrespect must be getting crazy out there, but nonetheless, hey, shout out to Ramsey holding his ground. He's got a good point. Once you get spit on, fuck football, fuck everything. It's about respect.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
Absolutely.
But I will say one of the dumbest things I see guys do is when they like just literally try to punch somebody with a helmet on. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? That's doing nothing.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah, thank you, Dick. Like, 100%. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why are you punching a helmet? You're gonna break your hand.
Your hand's gonna hurt after.
It's instinct though. It's hard not to throw a punch when you want to throw a punch. I punched many helmets in high school. It's just when you want to throw a punch.
Surprise me, Bobby.
When you want to throw a punch, you throw a punch. Dude, if there was a highlight reel of all the shit I did in high school, man, it'd be amazing. It's literally like Brian Cushing level. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So we obviously have the bye this week. What are you guys doing for bye week blues? Because it's gonna feel like a very long time till we take the field again.
Red zone stress free is like the best thing in the world.
Yeah, who's complaining? Like, what are we doing here? This is an absolute treat.
The more the Dolphins don't play on Sunday, the better my Sunday is.
Just straight hate watching playoff scenarios.
Yeah, and I don't know if everybody knows yet, but we may have a rooting guide.
I think we do have a rooting guide, but also there's going to be some parlays that are going to be placed on.
Yeah, I'm going to make a parlay for the rooting guide.
What?
Okay.
Like we're gonna run a parlay for who we're rooting for.
So this is our dive bar rooting guide. Who we're rooting against. Well, the Chargers have a bye, so that's we can easily move past that one.
It's a foreseeable future thing.
Yeah, we have to root actively against the Chargers. The Texans play the Bills on Thursday Night Football this week.
Yeah,
it's sad, but we do have to root for the Bills. We're not going to catch the Bills. They have this 5th spot pretty much locked up unless they can come back in the AFC East.
Yeah, we wouldn't catch the Patriots either. So yeah, we should root for them. The Jags play at the Cardinals.
Jags gotta lose.
You never know with the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals will come out and surprise a motherfucker like once every now and again.
Jacoby Brissett threw for like 500 fucking yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he had like 75 points in fantasy.
Jesus.
Slinging it. Kansas City hosts the Colts. That's a tough one. Kansas City could be 5-6 after Sunday.
They could get beat.
They could get beat. And then the Ravens host the Jets. So like
you never know. You never know. It's football. It's the NFL.
Any given Sunday, I suppose.
My biggest takeaways when looking at any of this playoff stuff, right? Obviously, it all depends on us winning out. That's the biggest thing. But we are big.
You okay?
Hold on, I'm fixing the damn layout. Should bother me.
Bobby, can you hear me?
The biggest thing is we're big Colts fans from here on out. They play all of those teams. They play every single one of those teams. The Colts have to do our dirty work.
And I'm going to call it now. The Colts are going to be the regular season champs, and they're going to lose in their first playoff game.
I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to lose a bunch of games coming up too.
I think they're the biggest
good, man.
They are built like. The thing is, they're built like a playoff team. They got that offensive line. You got Jonathan Taylor. You got a quarterback who's going to manage the game. But there's just something about it that just screams like that 2023 Dolphins screams when the Steelers were like 11-0 or 12-0 going into the, week 13, and then they just like ended up losing all these games. I don't know. That's the feeling I get. Maybe I'm just biased because they started this whole rock down the hill week 1 and just dealt to ass us and ruined our year.
Yeah, they played the Jags twice still and the Texans twice as well.
Texans twice is a big one for us.
Yeah.
They're eating.
And Jags twice.
The other thing is we're essentially we're watching Jaguars and Chargers. We need one of those teams to fall out of the top 7.
Yeah.
And us obviously get up there, and the Ravens are at the same, like, one game above us. So like the Ravens got to win lose a couple. Chargers, Jaguars got to fall out, and we got to get up.
I mean, you figure we win out, we'll be 4-2 conference. That's pretty respectable.
Yeah, we do still have 2 more games in the division, so good.
I mean, dude, if you would have told me we're going 4-2 in our division, I would have been extremely excited about that.
That would be the absolute cherry on top of this weird fucking season, wouldn't it?
Chargers' schedule is mixed bag. They got Raiders at home, and then they play the Eagles, and then the Chiefs. They play at Jerry World against the Cowboys. Then they host the Texans, and then they have to play at Mile High last game of the season.
I mean, basically what we're doing is we're seeing everybody's road to 10 games. To win
right.
10
games,
who can
get there? Who can actually get to 10 games? Because like there's going to be a lot of like I don't know, like people beating each other, that are going to like
there's going to be crazy tiebreakers.
Yeah.
I mean, and yes, I don't know if you're new here, Evelyn, but yes, win out.
No, that dude's been here every weekend. He's consistent. I give it to him.
Yeah. He knows kind of, the we are so bad dive bar.
Speaking of a stress-free Sunday, Joe, have you looked ahead to the lines? Any prop bets that you like upcoming this weekend?
Yeah, I'm thinking. So I like to pick a position group and just kind of run with the tutties with that.
Love that.
And I'm really starting to feel the receivers this next coming week.
Dude, our tight end one was so close 2 weekends ago. I started really getting a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Unbelievable, bro.
I was getting
the wildest ones were hitting.
I know.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with second and third slotted receivers.
Anytime touchdowns?
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for that ticket on Sunday morning. He'll post it for everybody. That'll be
I'm
juicer.
talking like a Ricky Pearsall. I'm trying to dig. I'm digging.
Ricky Pearsall was open all game on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm digging deep. They're gonna find him.
Is he? Oh no, your team's not the creatine Caucasians.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you guys are okay.
The McConkey Honkies.
The McConkey Honkies, dude.
Is Ricky Pearsall McConkey Honky?
Yeah, and I play Bobby this week. Huge week for the boys.
Bad news for the Caucasians.
Everybody's going to bed super early this week. They know what they're going to be on time for meetings. We don't have to worry about that with the McConkey Honkies.
I'm going to send them boys to TD riots.
They're on time. The McConkey Honkies are on time.
I'll tell you guys off air. The stories my dad would tell me about the DT riots, by the way.
Oh, I feel like I've heard
absolute diabolical
with your pops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some wild shit. That's why Rich was like, how do you know about this? Like, hold on.
Hold on.
That's why I had to say something. I was so excited once I saw Pops in the chat. It reminded my brain. I was like, I'm digging in.
It's always funny when you see something like that too, because you could tell.
He was like, oh man.
Richmond knew. He was like, please don't say what I think you're gonna say.
Richmond's like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I appreciate y'all having me. We'll do it again.
Joe, do you have a lifestyle for us?
I feel like
I want to start doing Thanksgiving ones, but I feel like
we gotta do game balls too.
Oh yes.
It's not one of those games where I even really want to give a game ball. It's like let's just move forward. Like it was a win. Everybody on the team gets a game ball.
I got a game ball.
Ghost has got. He's giving out 11 of them.
Ghost, give your game ball.
I know who Ghost is giving his game.
All right, everybody, get off screen. Let Ghost have a moment.
I'm gonna give game ball
to 11 guys.
They play on the defensive side of the ball, giving up 16 points per game over the last 4 weeks. There's no defense that's playing better at points per game in the league right now, league low. It's just really unbelievable and special how this team has been playing. I mean, the offense is just, putting up 17 points per game over the last 3 weeks, not really producing anything. And that's where all the money is. All the money is dumped right into that offense. The defense, kind of like the redheaded stepchild, no offense to red-haired people, but redheaded stepchild, the defense is kind of just pulling their own weight. 16 points a game, you should be able to win You should be able to win 16 games a season, 17 games a season, and the one loss that you might have is because you sat everybody in week 18. So it's really special to see the defense just carrying everybody and really taking this team to Super Bowl contention. Again, 16 points per game versus the offense putting up 17 points per game over the last 3 weeks. Just terrible. I really hope that I don't mind it because, I've been saying that the defense could carry this team for years now. Run game carrying the team. Tua, just let him game manage, throw for his 125 yards a game, and the extra yard, 30 yards to Waddle, which was the Hail Mary at the end of the regulation. So that really doesn't count into the stats. So let him throw for 130 yards a game and 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Just don't make mistakes. Leave it up to the defense. Leave it up to the run game. That's all I got to say. Great work, fellas out there.
As Lee Corso would say, not so fast, my friend. Listen, the defense, however, was lucky Mariota was at quarterback and couldn't finish out these drives. They did give up a lot of fucking gashers. They got gashed up and down the field all day, but it doesn't matter. They did their job when it mattered. Much opposite of the offense. They went up and down the field all day, but couldn't punch it in either. So that's kind of our dilemma. That was kind of what sucked. The offense was kind of humming, actually. Run game was creating big plays. Achane obviously amazing again. Ollie Gordon touchdown. The boys are like, dude, let's talk about some of those run concepts. McDaniel was in his bag. I'll talk about he got like
Bobby called it first drive, and it was true. He was in his bag.
Dude, it's just like
just mixed.
dude, they line up and it's like Achane's behind Tua, Ollie Gordon's in motion, and Strange is sitting next, or Brinskill's like sitting next to Tua. It's like, yo, what is happening? Like fake
Dude, that
option.
shit had me so hype.
It was crazy seeing Brunskill just like line up as a fullback and just do like
also seeing a play.
Just seeing it like an offensive lineman motion, like he's running like this. It's just the funniest thing watching it. And like, dude, these guys are the most athletic people on earth.
It's gonna happen very soon. The Daniel Brunskill touchdown. It's gonna happen.
I might actually put the Saints game. I might have to put that as a single prop.
I think there's a non-skilled player scoring a touchdown.
I have to find a book that would actually have it, but that would be hilarious.
They sometimes have like on books it says non-skill player touchdown. They do it for Super Bowl, like non-wide receiver, non-quarterback, non-running back, non-tight end to catch or run for a touchdown.
This was an all-time aura moment. Like
that's sick.
That's like insane. The situation, it was just that was perfect.
And Jack Jones gets my game ball, by the way.
Defensive player.
Yep. Perfect. Ghost, there's another one on the defense you could give to easily right here.
I mean, he didn't even talk about him. It's crazy. It's like you're over here gloating about the defense, but you didn't bring up one player.
Because it's 11 guys. It's 11 guys. I could bring up Jordan Brooks. I could bring up Jordan
right now. We gave you a monologue, dude. We gave you an
I named 11 players.
You literally had a monologue. Dim the lights.
Most sauces in the chat, baby.
So we're talking about the defense and singling out great players. I had a bet for, I think, Jordan Brooks having over 9.5 tackles.
That's crazy.
He had 20.
And my boy had 7 tackles the first drive. I looked down at my phone. I was like, well, that's hitting. Like, is that? But that is also a testament to how gashed up the defense was getting.
Yeah. Well,
7 tackles in one drive is actually insane.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jordan Brooks,
I don't know if I should be proud of that. It's like a weird moment.
Speaking of Jordan Brooks and supporting the defense, somebody on this panel actually told us one time Jordan Brooks was ass.
Somebody made a compilation of all of his missed tackles. Of all of his missed tackles in the game. Somebody made a compilation. Was like, hey, this guy's missing tackles. So it sounds like what it sounds like is that person proved the point.
How's your day, man? How's everybody's day, man? Everybody been good?
That was fucked up. We said
it. That was so good.
I didn't take part in the setup, but it did set up.
Yeah.
Oh,
look, we all have shit on each other over the years. We talk so much to each other offline that we could all do this to each other anytime we want.
Yeah.
Bobby, you got a game ball?
Game ball.
Friend of the pod.
Come back to me. Let me talk.
Friend of the pod.
Oh yeah, we could go with Ethan Bonner. Big play on special teams.
Big play.
They missed the field goal. He's run off the field, got some cam time with the fist pump. Boy was out there balling, got his love, came to the sidelines. Also, I love this now. The new Ethan Bonner.
Oh, it's the best.
And they do it for
Jack
everybody.
Jones.
Jack Jones.
Yeah.
Them boys are humming right now, man. They're having some fun, dude. It's fun to see.
What's crazy is it was a tie game, and they're like, the defense isn't even watching the game. They're just doing the Jack Jones, and we're like, bro, there's a minute left on the clock. What are we doing here?
The cool thing about the mic'd up, if y'all caught it, apparently Kenneth Grant predicted the muff punt. He was like, we're not going on the field, boys, because they're gonna fumble right here. And
that's crazy.
It was Chubb. Bradley Chubb was like, you can call it. You can call it.
That's wild. He had some flashes this game too. He played well.
Dude, Bradley Chubb put this entire defensive line on his back.
The defensive tackle room in the whole is like really coming on pretty strong. Zeke Biggers making plays.
Dude, 3 rookies, bro.
Jordan Phillips.
People are not really putting this into perspective. Like, bro, this team can get hot. These rookies are catching on to the system and the way that they're supposed to play NFL football. Like, this is gonna happen, boys. It might get a little fun for a little bit. We're going into Pittsburgh 6-7 under the lights. Aaron Rodgers. Like, this is gonna be some insane fucking vibes coming our way.
I might drive there. It's a 5-hour drive.
Chop hasn't been that great this year, but we've seen it last year with the rookie thing. First half, people start off slow. Second half, you get a whole different player. So, look, if we start seeing some of these rookies step up, the whole defensive tackle room, Jesus Christ, 3 people. Jason Marshall, he played some good ball too. He's out there getting his hands on the ball.
Dante Trader,
Trader is starting out. Also, I think Minka's not even a safety anymore. I think he's a nickel.
Yeah,
that dude's coming down and taking on tight ends.
You got to.
Hey. Oh, also a little nugget for y'all, because we got nuggets to give these days. You know what I'm saying? We got an agent on the team. Got a real agent on the team. My boy calling me. Hey, right after the game, Derek talked to Minka. Minka was hype about that win, boy. He was like, fuck yeah. Minka loves being in Miami. It's a cool redemption arc for me to watch, because the way it went down the first time, obviously, we had salty feelings towards him for good reason. He rolled out. But to see him back this time and to be like, I don't care if we're winning, we're not winning, do not fucking trade me. I want to be in Miami. It's awesome to see him like buy in, be that savvy vet, be a leader, and do it on the field. And it's been awesome to see. Minka's been great, dude. He's so fucking good, dude.
So good.
He's so good. Let's talk about that too, though. Like, a lot of people said he lost a step. Pittsburgh would never trade him if he didn't. Like, dude, getting Minka in that deal was like, thank you, Greer. Greer did some good things. It was just,
I'm not
doing this. Some parting gifts.
Hey, Greer's in our past for a reason. I'm gonna move forward.
Yeah, but I thought about this over the weekend. It's like he did really good things. It was just the misses. The big misses were big, and that's really what it comes down to. These GMs all do good things, but they're big moves that separate each other. And he had some big misses, and that's all it really comes down to. He did some good things.
Speaking of Greer and parting gifts, my game ball goes to Patrick Paul, by the way, because he has just become outstanding. And I hated the pick so very much, but he has just become unbelievable. Left side anchor, just a person that big should not move the way he moves, and he just attacks defenders when he gets out in space, and it is scary and great to see. So he gets mine.
And then bro talks, and you're like, what?
You're like,
what? This is the coolest dude ever.
Yeah, I think Ghost put it pretty.
I like to talk some shit sometimes. It's like I really just go out there and just give it my all. We just go out there and we just put our best foot forward. And I'm like, dude, this guy rocks.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's nasty.
Bobby, did you have game balls or you're done?
I gave it to Bonner.
Okay, great.
I was just saying, Ghost made a good point.
Are you here with us? Are you paying attention? Like,
a lot going on.
He's producing, bro. He's producing.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I was just saying that Ghost made a good point when he's
producing.
Clip it.
He wrote it out today about the Patrick Paul thing. It's like no one's talking about it because you don't have to talk about him. Like, you don't hear his name. It's like, I think we're undervaluing that. Like, you truly have a left side that's like, okay, what's going on over here? Because
and a center this way is
Yo, Aaron Brewer's in like every fucking play. This dude's everywhere. That guy's a dog.
He's
I
so
remember
mobile.
signing him and people being like, too small. This guy's going to get worked. And we're going to get crushed up the middle. This dude's like headbutting people 20 yards downfield. Dude, he's awesome.
Well, dude, we had Teron Armstead on the podcast, and he said, I think Dudley asked him the question. He said, "Who would you take to a fight?" And he goes, "Brew." 100%
He'll crash out.
True.
Yeah, Aaron Brewer gonna crash out.
Yeah.
Hell of a memory on you, Ghost.
Hey, I remember the
Gumpy, we up, baby.
Gumpy,
Hey,
what's good, baby?
we're lurking, baby. We're lurking. Don't let us get hot.
Dude, Gump is everywhere, man.
Gump,
He was in a
don't
space
All I'm
last night.
saying, boys, is momentum is a hell of a drug.
It is.
We got a lot of it. Right
And
now.
when and we're not used to having that mo in December. I want
That's
some
also
mo
true.
in December, dog. Give me some. I don't even care if we fall short. Just give me some mo.
He's lurking.
Hey, I got that from Gumpy. That's why I kill him with it.
Yeah.
Lurking, don't let
Lurking,
them. They
baby.
lurking. I'm just saying, dude. We could be 3-11. Gumpy, they like Gumpy. How you feel about Dolphins this week, boys? We're lurking. Don't let Tua in the offense get hot. I'm telling you, defense playing some good ball. Mystic Mac is in his bag. He's driving by elbow room. Like, dude, I love Gumpy, dude. It's so cool.
Reminds me of Pineapple Express. He's like, fucking linger, man.
Linger.
That's the Dolphins in that playoff graphic. We're lingering.
Fucking linger, man. Linger.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we'll have a video made by the list by tomorrow on that.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to talk about is we got some reinforcements coming back. This could look like a complete different team. Obviously, hate to see Juju Brents get hurt because he was looking promising. And it's not
another corner.
It's not a room we need to lose people, but Rasul Douglas is a lock to be back when we get back from the bye. He was close in Madrid. I think Waller's trending in the right direction, I hear, but I'm not going to put like my thoughts on it. But I think Waller could be an option. And then Austin Jackson should be plugged in right tackle when we get back. So got some favorable matchups and got some reinforcements on the way, and we're playing some good football.
Is James Daniels coming back? Because I just want to see the offensive
it's getting
line for
weird.
a couple games. Just a couple games.
You know, always got that one guy with that one weird injury that you're like, is he ever going to come back?
Well, that was Waller to start the season.
But like they haven't said anything
But
about him.
but
Like,
once they explained his injury, you're like, damn, all right, bet. Like that was
My bad, brother.
Yeah, that's on me. That's like
but that Will Fuller
we don't
injury.
really know nothing about Daniels.
they haven't said anything. Like
Hadn't
strength
seen
tag
him.
week 1, like it's weeks 12.
It's very weird how like people just disappear when they get hurt. Like Liam Eichenberg. What the fuck is he doing? Like, what is his
Whatever
injury?
he's doing, let him stay
doing
there.
No, but I'm just saying, it's like, dude, you could use a backup guard. Like, we could have used a backup guard, and it's unironically saying that, like, hey, Liam could have played. You know what I mean? But the bigger point I'm making is like, when somebody gets hurt in Miami, it's just they're gone. It's like they're floating in space
Into the abyss.
Somebody
Into
But I will
the
say,
absolute abyss.
if they don't get hurt, we don't get our hands on Cole Strange, which I am pretty happy about, boys.
Some wins and losses. It's got
For
some
a-
good wins.
serviceable.
The way
I mean,
I put it is, if you get AJ back, and maybe in a dream world you get James Daniels back, if you go from having like Liam Eichenberg as your sixth man to having Brunskill, Strange, I think that's an upgrade. That's a good place to be.
Borum's been great. He deserves his
Borum
spot.
has actually been great.
He's been serviceable at worst. You feel
Agreed.
He's been Kendall Lamb, what he was for us last 2 years.
Yeah.
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 You're not
the
sitting
guy
here
that
like
was-
this guy's crushing drives, like he's killing us.
Yeah, because that Chicago tape of his was miserable, and he's been much better than that. So
Jason Sanders is another one. That was supposed to be like a 4-week
Into the
injury.
abyss. Never to be heard of again.
This doesn't excuse like people going into the abyss for 10 weeks, but Armstead actually said this before. He said that like it's the most depressing thing to be injured in the league because you're constantly in the medical room on the table getting work. And then when the players come in, they tell you to get lost. And then when they go to practice, you come back into the medical room. They work on you some more. It's like you're never with the team. You're never around players anymore. It's constant work around the clock. They're off doing this. You're always either get out of the way or always stuck in the room getting work. So it's like the most depressing thing ever is to be injured in the NFL because you literally have to live on your own. So I thought that was interesting. I never really thought about it.
I could think of a couple more depressing things, but I see where the vision is. But
Still go
He's
home
a
to your
boy
parents.
genius.
Well, boys, we went into OT tonight. Proud of the boys for not freaking out. Shout out to the Type A's.
They wanted to. They
20
tried.
minutes.
Yeah.
No.
They tried, Joe.
Yeah, we tried. We tried.
All right,
They
wrap
just
it up then.
assumed.
Yeah, wrap it up then,
And
Ghosty.
we'll wrap it up.
Go.
All right, boys.
Thoughts, take us home.
Hey, I don't got any thoughts. No game happening. Get healthy. Go on your mini vacations. Get your mind right. Come back and hopefully roll the Saints. I might be at the game, actually. I might go to the game. I'm definitely going to be at MetLife Day.
Didn't you say something on here like a couple weeks ago? Like, if we do this or that, you'll be back. I thought
Yeah,
it was just the
probably.
Buffalo game.
Yeah, I think it was the Buffalo game.
He did
so.
say it
Yeah,
about the
you're-
Buffalo game.
Yeah.
I
You'll
don't
be
care
at
what
that
you
game.
do. I don't care what you do. These people will hold you to it.
Yeah.
There will be a meme with your
I'll
head on it.
definitely going to MetLife. We'll be at MetLife Takeover. So Dive Bar does MetLife Takeover.
That's gonna be live.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I got to actually talk to Derek. I'm going to see if Derek wants to come too.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to talk to Andre too. I want to see if they want to get some cameras on the ground. We can
Oh,
really
yeah.
make some damn content.
Yeah.
Also,
I
I
bet
do
they
got to
will.
show Derek Wingo some love because we have been talking. He's getting all his shit lined up. Obviously, he's a busy man right now, NFL season, being an agent, but he does have some episodes coming up. He got a former Heisman Trophy winner coming on. So Derek is working, but I'm excited to see y'all see his stuff. So he's working on some stuff, and then we've teased a bunch of it. I get tired telling y'all we got other stuff coming, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you every week. You're gonna see it when you see it. It's gonna be incredible. This place is getting a mini makeover for the good. Actually, I think we're just expanding. We're adding a good loft upstairs. Like
We're opening the bar, dude. People
The
come to
bar's
the bar.
expanding.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
open-
VIP section is finally opening up.
We got the tables.
We got bodega service. You know
We
what
got
I'm
the
saying?
tables.
the tables.
Ghost is coming out with sparklers and shit. Like, we're good.
Schools got new upholstery.
Yeah.
Things are looking up.
Yeah, we ripped up that old rug with all the stains. Who puts rug on concrete anyways? But anyways. All right, boys.
boys. Till next time.
Good episode.
Peace.
Fins
See
up.
you guys.